God, I am so thirsty, honestly. For some strange reason, I forget to stop for drinks. You know, like when you guys do that, anyone who's like self-employed, who like obviously uses a computer all day, do you guys forget to make coffee or tea or water or whatever? I forget to drink. I don't know about you guys. I'm just in the mood for a nice strong coffee, so that's what I'm going to have. That's enough water in, click. That can be boiling away. I've ordered some Amazon stuff and I'm just wondering if something has come. I've ordered a new ball head for my tripod because the old one just doesn't cut it anymore for professional work. Ooh, needs one. Oh, I need one for Tracy as well. Big surprise. Right. And Tracy's is in a jiffy bag, so that means it's from China. It's really windy in here. Alright guys,
hiya.
Welcome to this week's Monday vlog. Now, we said we were keeping obviously the vlog, simple. And one thing that I liked about was we tried so hard like in the first year to vlog every day. And now I'm just vlogging when something's happening. Even if not much is happening, it's like we want to show it like realistically.
Yeah.
And I think if you do it every single day, just for the sake of, oh, we need to press record, I think it's faking it too much. So therefore, like this week, we've done we've done little bits and bobs and we've filmed what we think is going to happen. Now, for some reason this episode is just full of packages arriving and me getting bloody gadgets and cables and new mic stands and stuff like that. And obviously we actually did a little Wonder Woman review in a vlog. So you've got to stay tuned to keep watching for that. And Tracy even said a little bit about it, like actually like what you liked about it other than that was just good or it was amazing or whatever.
I enjoyed it, it was good.
You need to watch, stay at the end and watch that. It's right at the end of the vlog. You've got to say and listen to Tracy's opinion on it because I've never heard
terrible.
I've never heard her talk about the film as much in my life. Like I really pushed her to say, look, what did you like about it? And she actually talked about it. So we'll make a film review out of it yet.
No, you won't.
So let's just stop joshing and let's just get into this week's vlog. And the quicker we get to Tracy's review of Wonder Woman. So have a look at what we got up to this week. Right. I think now I've ordered some lightning cables for our iPhones and iPads from Anker, and they seem to be a lot more heavy duty than the iPhone. The MFI certified because I've learned before to get a slightly cheaper cable and not pay the money directly to Apple means that the cables are crap and sometimes your devices don't recognise them. So I've ordered some decent ones, and I've also ordered a dock for my office because the one that I've got again wasn't MFI certified, so it's not even working anymore. And I've also got a dock for my bedside table and Tracy's. So I'm getting her a green one and I'm getting myself, can you guess what colour yet? After all the vlogs that we've done in a year and a half, what coloured dock did I get myself? Blue. Let us know if you got it right in the comments. But let's have a look at. Yep, that's what it is. It is my mini ball head. Now, problem with that is it's hard based on the description to know if you're getting the right one. And I'll show you what I mean if I can get into it. Right, so I was trying to slide that off because I thought that front cover was going to slide. Right, there it is now. Obviously I don't have really heavy cameras. Now can you see that there on the original one, the ball is, oh, that's quite cool that, hang on. Right, does that lock off by pressing up? No, it doesn't. Right, now the problem is on me Gorilla Pod, the actual tightening part hits off the bottom of the Gorilla Pod, so it's never fully tightened. So that looks like you push it up to tighten it, which is what I wanted. And the thing is, the Manfrotto ones were really expensive, and I mean expensive. They were like 50 quid. And I thought, for a ball head, I mean, don't get us wrong, I bet it's good quality if it's by Manfrotto, because Manfrotto are amazing company. I mean, my monopod I'm absolutely over the moon with. Can't even get this on now. Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Right, let's go upstairs and sort this out. Right, so this is the one that I'm replacing now. Look, if you can see that. Now that tightens off quite well. But look, that's actually quite tight. But if you catch that with a heavy camera on it, it's going to go all over the place. So I'm not happy with that. So this needs to come off somehow, which is really hard getting it on. And replace it with this new ball head. Does this fit on? Yes, it does. Nice. Right, that's on there, nice and tight, like that. And if I go like that, then that loosens everything off. And then if I go like that, now that is a lot better. That would be too big if it wasn't for the fact that it turns upwards to lock it. This is going to be for me professional work, so I'm going to basically mount that under there, and this is going to be me run and gun rig for doing professional work for clients, right? Now I'm still waiting with me all-in-one tripod desk stand thing, freestanding monopod and selfie stick all in one. So I've ordered it. So there you go, that's what I've ordered. So I've ordered me stand for me iPod, so I can do live broadcasts and stuff when we go into live tweeting. There's the Anker cables, there's Tracy's dock, there's my dock. What else? There's my silver dock for in here to replace that piece of crap, because it's absolutely knackered. That isn't too bad, but that cable isn't the MFI certified one. Remember when I said about this here? Oh, what's happened there? I better not be the wrong one, because I'm going to be pissed off. That is like, that's taking the piss. And there you go, look at that. How cool is that? That's sturdy, and then that is not catching on that base there. I like to sort of do this, and if you bend the legs for your run and gun, you've got like a grip where you can get your handle in, then you can grip the camera, and that is really, really nice for just nice sturdy panning shots. That's really cool, that. And then obviously if I want to change the angle, I just move that down like that, change the angle, move it back up, and that's going nowhere, that, apart from that's not run properly, but it's nearly not going nowhere. Look how awful it is out there. It's been raining 2 days, so I'm pleased I've been indoors. But obviously I still had to go for my lunch to Oliver, so I still got wet. And that brings us to another point, right? I think I need a waterproof camera, because, you know, I think getting shots in the rain when you know your camera's protected, and you know, you might get like water on the lens, but it looks cool, doesn't it? It like brings the camera into the atmosphere and the environment that you're in. So I don't know if I'm going to get one for this camera, which is obviously the Sony RX100 Mark 1, because I'm on about upgrading the camera to a 4K point and shoot camera, hopefully with a flip screen. Because I notice a lot when I'm editing that it sometimes doesn't focus on my face, and obviously I've got no idea now whether it is focusing on my face. I'm assuming it has, because it usually, you know, does track your face eventually, but you never know, do you? And there's this all excited. Is that because I'm talking to everyone on YouTube and not you, is it? Huh? Yeah, you like all the attention, don't you? Aye, you like all the attention, son. Right, I've got to say, I love Logitech computer mice, right? Especially the shape of them, they're really, really comfortable, right? The Apple mouse is really uncomfortable when you're a video editor. I get like a pain right down my hand, like right where I click and stuff, right? But no mouse is perfect, right? So look at this. So there's one of my Logitech mice, right? Now that is been on charge. It locked up on us the other night, right? So there you go. So I've got my mouse back now, so I can use it. So that's crap that you can't use it. If you're in the middle of work and you're using your mouse, then you might as well give up because it takes a couple hours to charge, right? Wait there. Dad's talking on the internet. Saying this, I'm trying to learn him to be patient because the world revolves around Ace, and I'm trying to make it not revolve around him. But how did he give in when he does that? Oh, right. Wait. And then I've got this Magic Mouse here. Magic Mouse, Logitech. And this is really starting to go. So if you look there now, look, that the mouse is like awake. But the last couple of days, when I've been booting up my iMac, the mouse is just like hasn't been tracking very well. I've just heard the slidey door. That could mean only one thing. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, that's what it means. Right, let's have a look. I've toyed with the idea of not having Amazon Prime, right? Because it's like, it is a lot of money for Amazon Prime. However, I'm working out that I am spending at least the yearly subscription of Amazon Prime. I'm spending it, like, anyway, so I might as well have it and get fast delivery. Shut the door now, the dog's been out. So I got told of someone a couple of days ago that you get access to Amazon Music and the Amazon, is it the TV stuff, and you get like fast shipping. And I think, well, I'll have to look into this, so you can comment below if I'm wrong. I'm sure Amazon Prime also gives you Amazon Now, and that's literally you package the same day. There must be a cut-off point, but anyway, let's open the package. Now these things are for me and Tracy. It's definitely package week today, isn't it? Definitely. Or rather package week this week. So let's have a look. Which way am I going to do it? I so need that Batman Batarang unboxing knife and things like this. Not that this is an unboxing channel. I prefer to do it on the blog and open things up when I get them, rather than do a specialist boxing video, because there's loads of stuff out there on the internet that do that. Right, let's have a look at everything here though, that's the thing. Right, look, so there you go. There's the iPad clamp to go on my mic stand so I can have calls by looking this way, so that's cool. Then I've got Anker and Anker. So that's cool. So there's my power adapters. Now these are heavy duty ones, the MFI certified, so they'll work with our iPhone. So I've got me and Tracy, one each, because I've got the MFI Belkin charging dock for Tracy in green because that's her favourite colour. I've got blue because that's my favourite colour, so that's to go on both of our bedsides. I'll try, what time is it? I'm going to try and get this set up for her coming in. And then there's a silver one for my office. Desperately need one in my office as well. And then there's for an old iPad that I give my mum. There's her case. So I'll be able to give her that on Saturday when she's due over. Right. I'm going to try and set these up upstairs. If he's will let us. Right, so I'm assuming this one is the 2-cable one. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, you get a nice, isn't that nice? You get like a nice little case with it. Oh, look at that, that's cool. That's proper, right, so why don't Apple do that? That is amazing, I love that. Look at the quality of that. Yeah, look at that, that's cool. That's so you can actually hide the cable. 2 lightning cables, so there's one for me and Tracy and one for in here. Right, I need to test this in here first before I connect Tracy's up for it. Right, so let's open the silver one of this. Now the thing is, I've seen these Belkin docks before, but I didn't realise they were MFI certified. That's what you've got to be careful with. Trust us guys, right? If you want to save money and not buy your docks from Apple, that's fine, but please make sure that they're Apple certified, because if they're not, then you're in trouble really. Oh, this has already got one in. Right, I wonder if that will fit. Take that piece of crap out now. Will this charge? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. So there you go, look. Nice. And if I zoom in, that's what you need to see. The little symbol there, saying that it's charging. Right, now to do my darling wife's and mine in the bedside table. So let's go. Right, excuse me a moment, because it's vote Labour Day. It's a general election. Let's get Theresa May out and all the Tories, because the idiots. So I told Tracy to ring us when she was at the end of the street, so I need to get my shoes on and go and vote. Oh my god, look at that, isn't that cool? So look, it's mounted to there, so I can actually do Skype calls like this while I'm at the computer. So I can just be sitting here and talking to somebody. How cool is that? And there's my Anker cable there, and it's going all the way down into there, which has obviously got a plug. So that's quite cool, so I can have it wired if I need to charge it. And then if I put this on, there you go, look, it's charging. How good is that though? Amazing. Right.
What have you got there?
Got what you've made. It's a banana cake.
He's put some caramel sauce on.
Caramel, bloody hell, sticky as hell.
That's because you put caramel sauce on.
Stuck on the inside here.
Yeah, well, it's a box. It's meant to stick.
From the Emirates Arena in
You're back.
Arguably the second most important football stadium here in Glasgow. Its neighbour across the road, of course, Celtic Park, home of the mighty Celtic, of course.
Was it nice?
Probably shouldn't be expressing.
I put oats and a few pieces of fruit in there as well.
We can say ahead of.
And it's me and Tracy, right?
Perhaps the most interesting development we can report.
We buggers for things like that because when it gets to this time we either have some sort of snack. If she's been baking, it's cakes, and that's even better. Well, it's always a snack with a cup of tea in it.
Yep. Well, you always have to have a cuppa with it anyway, don't you?
I couldn't eat it on the toast. As much as that's like nice, I couldn't eat it on the toast.
What you like?
Anna, yes, I'm about 8 miles south of Kendal, south of you, and I'm outside Tim
Well,
Farron's
as I
home.
vlogged
From here,
when I was setting up
20
all the
minute drive in the early
iPhone
hours of the morning.
docking
Back
stations
to
in
you
the
to find
bedroom,
out the
I was
results
about to
of
go and
that
vote because
count.
Tracy had
And
rang
of
us,
course,
so we voted, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So we voted on the red side.
His own vote, but it's been
So
a
let's
really
just
busy
hope
few weeks for him as leader. He's been on
that he
the back of
wins,
us,
because we
travelling
can't
across
have another Tory
Great Britain.
government. This
Yeah,
is
but
what it's
I'm
going to get.
saying I think it's going to be the Tories that get in again. I think it's going to be him.
I mean, I don't want to start an argument, but obviously we can't have another 5 years of the Tories. You can write underneath whether you disagree or not, I don't care. But, you know, no way. Whether you think, you know, the Labour's manifestos like living in cloud cuckoo land or not, and whether you think it's a dream world or not, it's a lot nicer sounding than the bloody real world. Do you know what I mean? That's all I've got to say on it. So yes, I just thought it would be good to cover this week because this is like all over the news, and I'm really getting into this. Like every time Jezza gives a speech, I'm like, go on! You know what I mean? He, like Popper gets the crowd going though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
You know, and Theresa May just walks along with her like pumped back, looking like it's Levine out of Doctor Who. I reckon she is out and she's got that skin, she'll rip it off and just start farting. And shit, she looks like one. Right, look what's come. I think it's the only thing I'm waiting on from Amazon, right? And it was coming from China. So, and it said estimated delivery time 4th of July. So I was like, not expecting it to be here so soon because the tent was up in there. Because things take a long time to come from China, which again, it's like sort of deceiving. It never tells you this. Oh, I'm getting that here. Obviously, more sellotape underneath the wrapper. Right. And I'm hoping, since I paid £49 for this, that this is going to be the answer to my vlogging problem. Hopefully, everybody else. So if you're watching this, right, this might actually save your life, because this will take some work out how to use it. Is a selfie stick, a monopod that stands on its own so you can stand in front of a camera, I think. it said that on the picture anyway, and it also mounts as a mini tripod on the desk so you can talk and vlog. So like there's the selfie sticks in there, you can see the picture there. And it's got all these different settings, you can even put your phone on. There's the camera like the one Tracy's filming on is there. This, it's not really showing you anything else, honestly. It says 3 in 1, so...
Unless it's 3 different types of camera you can put on. Took you a while to get in.
Took us a while to get in.
Still can't even get in.
Now there's something stopping this man, it's like pulling back on itself. Oh look, it's even got a Bluetooth thing so you can do a selfie. It's like, that's the tripod thing. Now, so, well there's the first bit. Like if that will be on the desk like that. And I could do like a talking thing, and that just goes up. So let's see if this stands or lock. And obviously I'll take the phone thing up, but then the selfie stick. That's cool, though, isn't it? It's actually quite well made. It's I wouldn't say it was heavy, but it's got a little bit of weight to that, and that's pretty solid. Because I'm thinking I might want to use this for business purposes, like putting me DSLR on it. Do you know what I mean?
Oof, that'd be even more heavy.
Oh, no, don't worry, I'll bloody double check first. So yes, let's cut the camera and let us try and work out how to do this, because it's only going to take us longer to edit all the little bits out. Well, we've just come back from the cinema. My mum and dad's been over as well. Obviously we didn't film that today because obviously, you know, they've been on quite a lot and you never know how the arguments are going to go really. So yeah, I've asked my dad today if he wants to spend some time together on Father's Day. So he's going to come over next Sunday, which is Father's Day, and we're just going to have a drink. Now I was going to invite my friends, but it might be nice if it's just us two, you know what I mean? Because we don't tend to argue when we on our own, which is weird. We get on when we out on our own, so which is strange. I don't know why people around us would cause us to argue, but whatever. He's stubborn and I'm stubborn. We're as bad as each other. But yes, we've just come back from Wonder Woman, right? And I'm just gonna let Ace out of the toilet before I tell you what I think of it, because he's like just looking at us as if to say, "Dad,
let me out, please."
And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to ask Tracy what she thinks, and I wanted to actually like give us a bit more information other than it was good, because that's... I'm not expecting anyone to be as nerdy as me and dissect movies, but it had a lot in there that I think you can talk about. Obviously this isn't a film review show, this is our vlog, so we'll keep it brief. But look, he's not even going out. Are you coming in or what? So we've come in, I'm having a few beers for a change, and Tracy's on picking food out, aren't you?
It's half a pound is bigger, isn't it, than the quarter pounder?
Aye.
It is, yeah.
So, Wonder Woman, what did I think of it? I would say it's definitely the best DC Cinematic Universe film that we've had since The Man of Steel. And I use that term loosely. Because I would say it's, for me, this far off. It's like it's almost as good, but I can never say that it can be better just because I'm a Superman fan. I mean, it's not about me being a Superman fan more than Wonder Woman. I'm literally a Superman fan more than any comic book superhero. And I thought the DCEU was off to a good start with The Man of Steel, but then we had a few little mishaps with Batman v Superman, and then obviously with Suicide Squad. So I reckon if Wonder Woman had followed The Man of Steel and we had two good ones together, then I think we'd be saying different things about the future of the cinematic universe for DC. But Gal Gadot was amazing, right? Anybody who was worried about it, and I was a little bit as well, she's a model and acting's not her first job, but she was amazing. She had this childlike innocence about her wanting to do the right thing all the way through the film that I've never seen, and you're not going to believe what I'm going to say. I've never seen that since Christopher Reeve's Superman. I really do mean that. I think she's going to be the quintessential Wonder Woman in years to come, and I'm sure there's going to be other films, you know, and other people who'll play her just like all the other heroes, but I do think she was good. The story was good. It had a lot of heart in it. There was a lot of hairs on the back of your neck stand-up moments, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
Especially the scene that you've probably seen in the trailer where she's fighting the Germans. That was like, you just couldn't believe she was
still
doing
really good when she was actually doing it though, wasn't it? Even though you've seen like a teaser trailer for it, it was still really good when you actually got to see it in the film. It still it was in context then, and you got to see the whole load of it, so it was like, wow.
But one thing that I wish people would stop doing is I wish they would stop saying, you know, it's the first female superhero film that puts, you know, a strong woman character. I think that goes without saying. But it is an extremely good film. And people say women have to be equal and all this. Well, why can't you just say it's a good film with a good female lead, which it is? You don't need to go on about how women are portrayed as strong in the film. She's Wonder Woman is a badass, and I'm a comic book fan. I've always known that she's been a badass. So I wasn't surprised. You get the right person in the role, and you have with Gal Gadot. That I thought she was amazing. The film's good. Not a perfect film, but not every film is. But it's very hard to pick faults. I would say the CGI fight scene at the end sort of took you out of the movie a little bit. That made it like every other superhero film, where I think, even though it was set in the same time period as Captain America, or it was in a world war, and they sort of built the fantasy storyline around a true life event that really happened, I still think it was quite original until it started going, oh, he's the end battle. You know, it's the end of a film when things like that kick off. But that's just nitpicking for the sake of it. There's really not really much wrong with the film. So, Tracy, what do you think of it?
I thought it was really good.
There you go.
No, I must admit, obviously, it was really grounded, which was really good. And you believed, obviously, she was going there for like the first time, and she's never seen all these things before.
That was really good, wasn't it?
It was.
Them elements.
And there was a few funny bits in it.
Were you pleased that there was more funny bits in than normal?
Well,
it needed
they
it,
didn't like make it seem as if it was going to be a
it wasn't.
funny
It
bit.
wasn't forced.
It wasn't like a forced
no,
one.
It wasn't
no,
ha laugh your head. It was just like like
it was
little,
like a little like giggle that you,
right.
It's like it just gives you that instead of telling you to, basically, isn't it? Obviously, as I say, at the end, like you said, there was a lot of like the Big Bang CGI type of stuff to it.
Yeah.
So it felt as if it was a bit too over the top a little bit, maybe.
No, I don't think it was over the top. I think it was as good as all the other superhero end battles. I'm just saying, why did it have to have that? Because it was so original for what it was trying to do. And then it just dropped the ball.
I think
in the last
they
act.
had to do that because obviously people might be unhappy with it, because that's what all they ever see, isn't it, really? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I was annoyed at? Thinking back, when she was fighting the end villain, I don't want to say anything like too much in case you haven't seen it. Obviously, it was someone that you didn't expect, which I thought was really good. Nice plot twist. But she started to fight him in that form. I think once he was revealed, he should have shown his real form, not nicking bits of metal from the environment, making him look like what he's supposed to look like. I wish like he looked nothing like that, and that was his like Earth human form to trick people, and he should have like
a demon form or something
well,
like that.
Well, no, not necessarily demon form. Just the way he was before he was so supposedly killed off, all them thousands of years ago. So that was a bit, bloody hell, you know what I mean?
Well, you did get to see him slightly in flashbacks when he got...
Aye. Yeah. But it was a very good origin story, and one thing it has proven, although they have rushed to the Justice League very, very quickly, and we'll have to see how that pans out come November, and obviously the problem with Batman vs Superman was they were trying the universe built to get to the Justice League, and then they're giving the superheroes like solo movies, that's like sort of before the Justice League, which works. I mean, they've done it with X-Men. They decided to do origin films after 3 X-Men films. But I think, I don't know, I think that the reason why Wonder Woman works so well was because it wasn't trying to say, look, this is part of a universe. Was it, darling?
No.
It was like it stood on its own, didn't it? You wouldn't think that was a cinematic universe. You'd think it was just a solo Wonder Woman film that wasn't linked, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
Which is what I liked about it. And that's why if Hollywood, anyone who ever watches this, who might be from Hollywood, why you'll be watching this vlog, I don't know, but if you are, the reason why it was good and the reason why some superhero films fail is when you try and universe build too much and you put too many Easter eggs in, you're more worried about creating a brand, not a good film. And Wonder Woman was a good film because it didn't really try and link itself too much with all the other DC characters. In fact, if it wasn't for Mr. Wayne and her thanking him in the end of the email, it was technically
completely standalone.
A standalone film, but that's why it was good, you see. So yes. So I'm going to finish my beer. I'm going to cuddle my little boy, and because he likes cuddles of Dad, don't you? And we're going to chill out because it's a Saturday night.
Well, we've just ordered food online.
Christ almighty.
I know his number, so I can buy food online. It's like great, because I know his card number.
It's a good job I trust her. That's all I can say.
So we're just waiting for that to be delivered.
There you go, see? Talked for about 10 minutes there, do you know what I mean? Obviously, I did most of the talking because I know what I'm talking about, but the thing is...
I never know what to say.
No, but I know I'm a big film fan. Like, forget that I'm a comic book fan. Like, I can watch a gangster film or a horror film or a comedy or anything, and I can really say, God, the chemistry is good. I love, like, the pacing, the editing. I've never seen, that was original and stuff like that. And then she just goes, but she speaks for the majority of moviegoers. You watch movies for entertainment, and then that's usually where it ends. So you just say, oh, I like that. Or, a bit boring at the beginning, but picked up and it was good or whatever. And I'm like, how can you just say that little about something? You've just watched it, and if you enjoy it. Like, I like having conversations about it. So that's one film that we were both in agreement that we liked.
Really, really enjoyed it,
like she quite liked Guardians of the Galaxy too. I hated it.
Oh.
But this one we were like unified on it, weren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were.
And I think we liked, there was nothing that we didn't really like about it.
Yeah,
it was good, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So I highly recommend you go and see Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Right? That's very
Get out
good.
and see it, it's really good.
Very good.
I definitely want that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, so do I, because it's got my comic collection. I've already got the start of a DCU, so I've got to have the rest of it. I've even got Suicide Squad.
I want it though, not you. I want it.
I say women want the Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
and also go because she's gorgeous in it. Like even a woman can say that.
Yeah, true.
No, you know what I mean? Like
it is
not,
true.
Not like ooh, like one of them. It's like she's just gracefully beautiful in it.
Yeah, she is.
And she.
There's never a point where you think, she doesn't look too good there. It's just like,
no, but
she's all the time,
she's the equivalent of Superman. You can't have an ugly Superman, you can't have an ugly Wonder Woman.
Yeah, true.
And they got it right.
But she was a model, so
well, yeah, but
it's understandable how she's so beautiful.
Sometimes the models aren't as nice as what they make out, though. That's what I'm saying. She's like literally, she's perfect, and she's perfect for the role as well. So. We just did another Wonder Woman review there, we just did one. Right, so thank you for watching. I hope you continue to support us. Our subscribers have gone up a little bit. It sort of stopped for a couple of weeks. Please don't say you're getting sick of us. I put a lot of work into this. Anyway, well, Tracy wasn't in it this week much anyway, so I keep encouraging her to pick it up and talk to you on her own. She just forgets.
Yeah, I do sometimes. I forget. Once
the Kindle comes out, that's it. She goes into her
reading
own little
books.
world. Bookworm, this kid.
Yeah, it's great.
So, we're going, right, before we talk your ear off. Nice. So we'll see you next Monday, or rather, we're already filming for it now, aren't we? So,
yeah.
We'll see you next week. Take care of yourself. Have a good week. Mind how you go. And we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.